So, in the fall of 76, internet historian posted 5 years ago. Now, I will be completely fair. I am an avid player of Fallout 76. I did not play when Fallout 76 actually came out, like when it first came out in the horrible launch that it had, but I played after the Wastelanders update. I do enjoy the game. I do have problems with some of the way that they cover some of the lore and stuff, but that's just the inner super nerd Fallout fan in me. But as a game, it is a fun game now. It wasn't always that way. Okay, this is funny immediately. I'm sorry, but to fast travel to the ruins of Bethesda, holy shit, fucking +1. This is great.
If you found this tape, it means that everyone is dead. Or working at a different office. How did this happen? Well, I'll tell you. Buckle up, buckaroos. Today's lesson is the misfired launch of Fallout 76. June 2018. It began with everyone getting just a little hyped up.
Have we waited long enough, guys?
Oh,
The
God,
hype.
yes, we have, Todd.
I think we have.
Fallout 76, Bethesda's biggest game yet. My God, it was exciting, and they promised we'd know more at E3. E3 hype time. The press conference. 16 times the detail.
16 times the detail.
16 times the... I'm sorry. To hear it say 16 times the detail, and he's so blurred out I can't fucking see his face.
16 times the detail.
16 times.
That's right there. That's fucking gold. Oh my God, that's another +1. Jesus Christ, 16 times the detail.
All new rendering, lighting, and landscape technology.
4 times the map size.
It is 4 times the size of Fallout 4.
That's okay. Look, Fallout 4 is a relatively small map when it comes to open world games. I'm gonna say that immediately. I believe you could walk from one side of the map to the other in about 15 minutes in Fallout 4.
And it's our biggest one yet.
My God, it was exciting. November 14th, 2018. The game goes live with a day 1 patch of 50 gigabytes. For fuck's
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Wait a minute, what?
Sake. I'll see you tomorrow.
But once that's downloaded, people start logging into the hellscape that is Fallout 76. And oh dear lord,
Oh
they never fix
Jesus,
the bugs.
this is horrible.
And there are so many of them. Goodbye world, goodbye necks, goodbye body, goodbye heads, bugs, bugs, bugs everywhere. Server crashes, game crashes, old bugs imported from Fallout 4. Use more than one nuke at a time, server's dead. Textures far too texturous and all-consuming void. Error log 307. Can't pick up stuff, can't stop asserting dominance with a T-pose, frame rate problems, screen tear problems, getting too swole, getting underneath the map, getting attacked by invisible enemies, spawning too many enemies.
It kind of speaks for itself.
Spawning too many god rays. Also, your camp resets after every session, and sometimes it goes underwater. Holotapes randomly play static, but too many holotapes mean none of them will play. Enemy AI is far more A than I. Animations are broken. Surprise! Floating objects and a traveling merchant. Just to name a few. Joseph Anderson has a great video that documents just the ones that he found personally. That video is 3 hours long. But it gets worse. Error CE348780 can corrupt your data and force you to reinstall the game and console operate.
What the fuck? Wait a minute, no way. The game launch was literally crashing people's fucking systems?
System. A few PC players had their computers brick entirely. Also, when the date rolled over to the 1st of January 2019, the nukes in the game stopped working altogether. No one thought it prudent to program in other years in an all.
Holy shit, are you telling me Fallout 76 had a fucking Y2K?
Always online game. And a few players were straight up logging into other people's accounts. This guy had a level 78 character that was randomly replaced
Wait,
with
what?
a level
Oh my
8
god,
character.
what the fuck is going on?
Bethesda said they couldn't do anything about it. And many players are not thrilled with this game, and they want Bethesda to know that. And they want everyone else to know that too. But Bethesda owns the platform. Is Fallout 76 fun?
Yes, it is. Banned for racism. Thread locked.
They had no direct outlet for their rage. The only solution was to put a
I'm sorry, wait a minute.
platform.
Wait a minute.
Is Fallout
Sorry,
76 fun?
Yes, it is. Banned for racism.
Okay, this is probably not real, right? This is probably just a joke.
Thread locked.
They had no direct outlet for their rage. The only solution was to put a torch to everything else. Reddit, Twitter, Bethesda's other games on Steam. The backlash was immense. But surely level heads would prevail. The reviewers would come out and say that the game isn't so bad. Oh dear lord, they hated it. This is so sad. Despacito, play Country Roads.
Oh my god.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
Oh my
And the
god,
YouTube
what the
community
fuck
had
is
this
this?
to say.
It's really fucking boring.
Could barely bring myself to play it in order to finish this review.
No one on staff wants to play any more of this video game. I'm not going to subject myself to another 20, 30 hours of this fucking mess.
In short, Fallout 76 is morally, technically, and creatively bankrupt.
The mods on Bethesda
Wow.
forums were working overtime. The mods on Reddit almost gave up. Look, I'm not saying that some people didn't enjoy and have fun with this game. But what I am saying is that the Metacritic was really funny to read. So what happened? Well, it came out
Okay, that's funny. The Metacritic was really funny to read.
is that the Metacritic was really funny to read. So what happened? Well, it came out that development was hugely rushed. The deadlines were tight. Too tight. Plus, this wasn't Bethesda's A-team. It's actually a relatively inexperienced division based in Austin, and the scope of the game kept getting bigger.
We're gonna need distant weather systems.
Oh, well, that's a problem. So wait a minute, okay, maybe somebody else can tell me, but, is Bethesda known for any great multiplayer titles? I know they have good first-person titles, but I don't recall them being good in multiplayer, right? So why are you giving an inexperienced dev team what is arguably one of the most ambitious projects that you've ever had as a company?
Hey Todd, I stayed up all night and I just
We're
finished.
gonna need 16 times the detail.
Please, Todd.
This is
No
so
more.
We're
fucking
gonna
funny.
need 4 times the size of Fallout 4.
That, and they were trying to patchwork the old Bethesda creation engine into a multiplayer framework. What else could you expect?
That's why I give my kids
Fallout 76.
a full.
Oh my god, what the fuck can we just watch?
Now, Bethesda could tolerate the bugs and the bad reviews and the irate players, but what they couldn't tolerate were the exploits. Infinite inventory, infinite invisibility. The frame rate was tied to the game speed, so people were going a lot faster than they should. Server hopping for more items, infinite cache and infinite duplication, unlimited XP, unlimited nuking. The nuclear codes were unencrypted and you could wall clip into the quest room. And someone was given the curse of infinite invincibility. Naturally, this can really mess with other players' online experience. So Bethesda was ready.
I didn't know that Bethesda didn't make ESO. But I guess it makes sense. I do have ESO and not installed, but I have it on my library. I haven't even made an account yet to play.
With the ban hammer
This just
and a blindfold to wildly flail around and take down anyone who happened by. But Bethesda wasn't satisfied with just banning people. No, they're a progressive company with big ideas. They wanted to give a road to redemption. So support sent out this email to players caught cheating. We would be willing to accept an essay on why the use of third-party cheat software is detrimental to an online game community. That's right, 500 words on why
Oh
you're a very
my
naughty
god,
boy,
are you
and
kidding
they
me?
may just give you your account back. But a couple of days later, the mocking from news outlets caused them to reconsider this approach.
That's fucking
One more
wild.
exploit. In all the Bethesda games, there's a dev room. Every item in the game is kept here.
Yes, okay, so for those who don't know, I am very aware of the dev room. COC space QA smoke.
Security has to be top-notch, because otherwise, someone could just waltz in and take all of the best items in the game, and it would be an absolute disaster. Well, shit. Of course, Bethesda wasn't equipped to deal with the issue. People started flooding in, taking the best items in the game, then selling those items on a black market of sorts. At first, they tried the usual approach.
Oh my god.
Banning people who had some of the best items
This is
in
a
the
fucking
game.
mess.
You spent 700 hours just to get the best gun? Die, cheater. Next, they put in a system where players would get tagged if they ever entered the room, and they banned those players. That wasn't much better because people would just start using Smurf accounts. Get in quick with a level 1 account. Get all that good shit. Then get the fuck out. Then use a duplication glitch to get a ton more of those items. Then transfer that stuff to your main account and you're good to go. Bethesda then takes out this level 1 and calls it mission accomplished. And you've just beaten the game.
Oh, ZeniMax used to own Bethesda before Microsoft. They opened a new company called ZeniMax Online Studios to work on ESO. Okay, that makes sense. People definitely made some money pirating. Yeah, I will say, when I first joined playing Fallout 76, it was right after the Wastelanders update, and I remember an individual joined and ran up to me, dropped like a shitload of so many things, so many fucking things, and then just said enjoy and left.
Game. So the problem continued. Bethesda is running out of ideas to solve it. There's a lot of speculation in the media and among players about how exactly people are getting in, but no one except for the exploiters knows for sure. That said, Bethesda needs to act fast before it ruins the economy of the game. So they wrote another email.
It's probably just clip glitching. There's a lot of things that you can do with clip glitching in Bethesda titles.
And sent it out to the Smurfs. Hello, cheater. Do you want to tell us how you did it, and we might unban you?
Oh my god, no way. If any of the characters on this gun has possibly visited one of these locations, please describe the way it was accessed in a reply to this email. So, they had set these emails out to the people who had managed to find this exploit and basically asked them to be their QA, asked them to be the testers, their penetration testers, etc.
Please? Should we not hear back from you, the account will simply remain suspended. It's not known whether this approach worked, but from what I've seen, it's still possible to get into the dev room.
I don't think it's... Oh no, we're gonna go ahead and test that real quick. $2025 Fallout 76 Dev Room. Secure trade text chat. Ability. Let me see here. Can you still? Oh. Okay, as of 2019, you could still get into the developer room. I don't know if you can anymore, but you at least could well after this video was made.
November 22nd, 2018, just a week after the release, the game goes on discount. From $60 to $40, to $35, to $30, You can find it for 15 on eBay, and in Germany they're straight up giving it for free when you buy a PlayStation controller. Also, some stores are just zip tying it to other products. But to Bethesda, it's worth selling the thing at a price close to zero, because it brings people into the atomic shop, which is where the real margins are, and it inflates the poor sales figures. Let's have a look at those. The latest figures show 70...
That is fair. I don't like the Atomic Shop whatsoever. The Atomic Shop is extremely annoying. I don't like Fallout First, except for the fact that you can play on a private server and you don't have to deal with other people. Like, when I play Fallout 76, I play with a few friends on a private server, or by myself on a private server. So, like, I am not the target audience of the people who made Fallout 76. I am not wanting to meet new people in this game. I want to stay in my corner. I want to play with my friends, I want to do roleplay, and have a good time, but the main servers is not like any of that.
6 sold less than a sixth of what Fallout 4 did. Not good. There's also been a massive
Hello,
oversupply
Tabletop
of hard
Joe,
copies.
welcome to the chat.
Although, what's the point of a hard copy when the thing is just a cardboard disc telling you to redeem an online code?
The Royal Bootlegger, I am an avid player of Fallout 76.
And while sales are low, returns are high. Immediately upon release, people began asking Bethesda for a refund. 76 is not on Steam, it's on Bethesda's own platform, so they have all the control. If players only played the game for a few hours, then generally they'd get their money back. However, it came out that people were sometimes getting refunds after a full 24 hours of play.
Oh my god, wait a minute. So wait, Spider-Bro. When I brought my Xbox One, it came bundled with Fallout 76. I straight up gave the game back to GameStop and said I wouldn't dare disrespect my console with the game. Absolutely amazing. The helmet and bag fiasco was all... Oh, we haven't gotten to that part yet. Was the helmet and bag thing one of their like pre-order things? Because I remember the first game I ever pre-ordered and the only midnight release I've ever went to was November 11th, 2011, of the Skyrim release. I did pre-order that, and I got a nice Skyrim map, which was really cool. But I remember it wasn't. They said it was supposed to be made of cloth, but it was made of paper.
Quite generous. But then word about this spread to forums. Then to Reddit, and a post got 12,500 upvotes informing people that this made pretty much everyone eligible for a refund, and the comments told them exactly how to do it. Bethesda was flooded with requests for refunds. And their response? Shut it down, lads. No, no, no one gets a refund now. Everyone
Shut
go
it all
home.
down.
Show's over. Robot customer service man, engage.
Customers who have downloaded the game are not eligible for a refund.
Yes, I was. I was 10 years of age. I got my grandma to drive me there.
We apologize for the inconvenience.
A few things followed. First, people got mad. One hardcore gamer even trashed a GameStop for refusing his refund.
Thank you for calling GameStop. This is Brian. How can I help you?
A bit of an overreaction, but probably also fake. Second, the media. And third, a class action lawsuit.
The media were just eating it up, I guess. Whoa, no, wait a minute. Seriously? There was a class action lawsuit?
The service may not be strictly legal. November 27th, 2018. Miglaccio and Rathod LLP filed a class action suit on behalf of customers. Media quickly picked up on that. Their main argument is that it's a sometimes unplayable game owing to its technical problems, then they're refusing refunds, and that Bethesda is engaged in a strategy to release it anyway and then slowly patch their way into a more playable state. Updates on this lawsuit are slow, so I'll keep you informed on the second channel. Ad time. Look, there's a meteor headed straight to Earth. Oh my god. We must do something. Was anyone curious enough to read about it online? Not me. Not me either. Nope. Oh no. Now people think I'm dumb and
Is
I
this
have
an ad?
died a virgin.
Oh, it is.
Don't let this happen to you. Get Curiosity Stream. It's a streaming... Let's rewind a little bit. Fallout fans made their...
The duffel... Okay, so this must be about the duffel bag, right? The duffel
pre-orders,
kerfuffle?
and the most dedicated pre-ordered the Power Armor Edition. Wow. It came with a helmet, box, map, army toys, and a genuine West Tech canvas bag. Fast forward to the release.
Yo, this looks amazing!
Genuine West Tech...
Oh my god, so obviously, was the bag never produced, or was it produced with a shittier material? Because that's what Bethesda did to me with Skyrim.
Canvas bag. Fast forward to the release. And customers noticed that their precious bags, which are supposed to be made of the finest canvas in the land, look a bit different.
Bruh.
In fact, it looks like a carry bag the real
Yo,
bag should come in.
What the fuck?
Did they
Bro, there's no way. Oh my god.
really just advertise one thing and deliver another? You can't do that. So there was a surge of backlash, and people began...
Okay, so oh, a nylon bag. Yeah, a nylon bag is way worse. Are you fucking kidding me?
emailing Bethesda, asking for refunds, asking for
Wait a minute, and helmets, both this one and others, were infested with black mold? Are you kidding me?
answers. By this point, customer service is absolutely over it. They are done with the facade, and they send this email in response.
Hello. We are sorry that you aren't happy with the bag. The bag shown in the media was a prototype and was too expensive to make. We aren't planning on doing anything about it.
Wait, is this real? There's no way this is a real email.
That's the whole email. Staff at Bethesda aren't
No way. Oh my god, I think it is.
even hiding their contempt anymore. Naturally, the internet goes wild.
Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. Wow. Well, I got so mad, I shaved everything off my face.
Okay guys, this is a bit of a PR nightmare. We have to quell the outrage. What do? Well, we've got this in-game currency. Let's just give them the minimum amount of that. Fantastic idea. Hear ye, hear ye. Anyone who paid $200 to $300 for the Power Armor Edition is hereby entitled to $5 worth of in-game currency that you'll be able to spend with us. 500 atoms? Fuck yeah! What are you gonna do with your atoms? I'm gonna buy 5/18 of the white paint version of the Power Armor. Whoa! What about you? Light wood laminate, light wood laminate, light wood laminate. Fuck the bag! He's right! Fuck the bag! Light wood laminate, light wood laminate, light wood laminate, light wood laminate, light wood... Of course.
Oh my god. There's no way. They offered 500 atoms. There was a time that they messed the servers went dark for like a day, and they gave me like 1,200 atoms for that.
This was Bethesda's fantasy of what would happen. What really happened is further outrage, and even the media started piling on.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
It even became part of that class action lawsuit from earlier. Bethesda put out a tweet apologizing.
Oh, thank you, Ike13D, for the 5. There's so many things that added salt to the wound. You have to see all of it to understand the rage. The bag would break if you try to bone it. I have some stories from this time working at a gaming store and stupidity and all that. Ooh, I
for their
bet.
curt customer service and gave a different excuse for why they didn't make the bags. A shortage of material, apparently. That was quickly debunked. Because it turns out they did make the canvas bag, except they gave them all out to influencers.
They did fucking what?
Oh dear. It's not the same one, of course, but it's sourced from that ever-scarce material, canvas. But what's more amusing is that it turns out there is a canvas bag in the game. If you don the postman's outfit, which of course can be found at the Atom Shop, for 700 atoms. Ooh, just short. Well, the bleating from the online community continued, and Bethesda's lawyers realized there would be trouble, so they decided to capitulate. Alright, fine. We'll make you a precious fucking bag. If you want to claim it, you'll have to fill out this form with your name, personal details, address, etc.
You had to fill in a docs form? What the fuck? Is this Bethesda literally asking somebody to dox themselves?
etc. And we'll ship out the bag to you in 4 to 6 months. But it doesn't quite end there.
No way did you do this. No way. No way did you do this.
Because Bethesda is known for bugs, and of course their website is a buggy mess too. Turns out all of the customer support inquiries are unsecure and open to the public. In fact, people can open and close and change them at will. Listed are details of full legal names, phone numbers, home addresses, and more. If you've requested your canvas bag, you've just been doxxed. Not knowing how to immediately fix the problem, Bethesda panics and temporarily shuts down the whole website. And that is the tale of the duffel kerfuffle. How could...
Oh my fucking god, and we're a little over halfway through.
this have been so difficult? They made one for New Vegas. One last piece of merch. A rum drink. Nuka-Cola Dark. Pre-orders available in September. Shipped out on November
Oh no, how did they fuck this up?
14th. $80 plus postage and handling. Not cheap. But in return you got a very cool bootle. Looks good on the shelf. A great conversation piece with the family over Thanksgiving. Or at least it would have been. November 14th came and went, and there was no rum. Okay. A week later on November 21st, an email comes through. There's a delay. Things aren't up to the usual Fallout standard, they say. The usual Fallout standard.
White sucky gun. Here we go again.
So we'll have it for you soon. No specific date given.
1 week later.
Nothing. Then on December 5th, another email. Good news. We start shipping on December 12th. It's been nearly 3 months since you pre-ordered, but as a show of good faith, we made this promotional video for you. And this is where things went from tardy to retardy. Right there. Did you catch that? That's just a regular industry bottle and a plastic.
That's not the bottle. Are you kidding me? Plastic? Like, Rite Aid liquor is sold in plastic bottles. Are you fucking kidding me?
Plastic shell. We paid $80 and waited a quarter of a year for a plastic shell? People were not happy. Look at that ratio. Nothing in the marketing said that it was a plastic shell. Super premium, we were promised. And the media agreed.
Yeah, this is really bad.
People began.
Okay, holy shit, stop that. Did I just hear the melody to Country Roads with those fucking drums? I did. That was the
People began canceling
Jesus
their
Christ.
orders. Silver Screen tries to convince people that it's not cheap and shitty. It actually costs us twice as much to make the plastic one than the glass one.
I'm now just angry. I'm angry because they said that. but now I'm also angry because I had to look at Dr. Phil's stupid face.
Then what the fuck? We spent 100 hours coding the design. Convincing stuff. So it arrives, just a few days before Christmas. The rum is about the quality
I can't fucking believe this.
Can I swear on this? It's my own show.
Worse is the design. The oversized lip means liquid can pour inside the shell. Hard to pour because...
Bro, are you fucking kidding me?
How they made this damn thing. Spilled like half the shot.
Very dribbly.
So you're best off opening the whole thing up to prevent spilling. If you do that, there's a good chance that you'll snap the flimsy plastic. Any liquid will immediately ruin this cheap paper sticker. Some made their own at home and the quality was about on par. But look, if you do want a decent version of this product, there are reputable sellers of them. They're on Etsy. They're far cheaper and they actually give a shit.
Yeah, Etsy's way... Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. Etsy is a fucking godsend. Like, we got, my new overlay was on Etsy. I don't like Dr. Phil because he is one of those daytime television people. You know, he's your Mathis, he's your Jerry Springer, he's your frickin' Steve Wilkos, but just a little bit different. Instead, he's going to, like, if you did research into Dr. Phil and that, like, rehabilitation camp that he runs for troubled youth, and you see what the fuck went on there, that camp that he sends the members of his show on, dude, the most unhinged, disgusting, dark things have happened at that fucking ranch.
Not gonna lie though, some of the memes that came out of this were pretty good. Now, many claim that this was an honest mistake.
Sorry.
Or that customers were at fault for misinterpreting ambiguous marketing. I disagree. All of the marketing shows other glass items. All of the mock-ups show something more akin to frosted glass than plastic. They give plenty of descriptions of the product too, and not once do they mention plastic. And they were engaged in a bunch of other tomfuckery as well. Before the product was even available, they flooded their own product reviews with a bunch of fun.
Are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ.
5 stars. This raised...
Dude,
some eyebrows,
this
and
is
people
like...
on Reddit even called them out for it, so they deleted them. You can see all this activity on the Wayback Machine. Now, if they're happy to deceive people in this way, it seems silly to give them the benefit of the doubt about the glass. It's also worth quickly talking about the Bethesda merch store. Some of these items are pretty neat. That's cool. Good idea. I'd have that. Fallout 76 pant. Singular. But why is he so mad?
Why is he so mad?
Photography is all just slightly off. This gaudy jacket was mocked relentlessly on social media.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Does the $76 and $276 really make it more immersive? And why did they just toss it on the ground? And it comes in this crumpled up toddler body bag. You're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars in merch and you don't have an iron? Why is she wearing the size XXL? She's clearly not happy about it. But who looked at this and said, good job, print? Now that's surprising. And what the fuck? They made the bottle properly. Yeah, one of those please, but bigger and brown. Is that so hard? Let's get back to the game. December 2018. There are 2 new patches released that caused quite a stir.
This is so bad.
For PC, they included a number of quality of life improvements, including push to talk.
Oh my god, we have the we have the ability to push to talk.
Hooray.
Holy shit.
Increased stash capacity from 400 pounds to 600 pounds, and a small buff to automatic weapons. Hooray! They decreased the carry weight of bobby pins so it no longer took up 10 to 20% of people's inventory.
I got a box of bobby pins the other week that said weigh these.
There were also upgrades to the camp that allowed for easier construction, and a bunch of bug fixes. Hooray! The bad. A whole bunch of unannounced stealth nerfs. They generally made the game grindier. Ammo production was decreased. Fusion cores burnt out faster. Legendary enemies spawned less frequently.
On guard, I'll fuck you up.
And the backlash was
wow,
significant
make the
because
game more
everybody
grindy.
knew why
Fuck
Bethesda
you.
was doing it. To encourage people to use the atomic shop. And let's talk briefly about that store. Some of the prices are outrageous.
I remember a story about Bethesda giving Fallout 4 to someone who collected a ton of bottle caps that amounted around the cost of the game. Yeah, that did happen. They also, there was a kid who was really excited to play, Fallout 76, but he died of cancer or something, and so they actually made him a statue of memorial in the very town that the kid lived in Appalachia.
A Christmas tree for $12. A Santa outfit for $20. Blue and yellow paint for $18. Oh look, $3 for the same sweater vest and slacks item imported from Fallout 4. But the biggest offense of all was the holiday emote bundle. $24 for some Christmas-themed emotes. Twice the price of these
$24?
games.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The media agreed that these were egregious prices. But worse, they're engaged in some deceiving marketing practices too. Oh look, it's marked down half price. But it's not. It was released half price. They're artificially jacking up the price, only to then give it a fake limited time discount.
It was
in order to
released
create
at
a
high
sense of
price. Oh my
urgency.
god.
That's illegal. Here in Australia at least, in Canada and in the EU. Reddit quickly picked up on this and pointed it out. Bethesda reacted by scrapping the discount and just setting it as the always intended price. Okay, it's been about 25 minutes of whining now, so I'm just going to leave it here. I didn't even get a chance to touch on the new pay-to-win fiasco. The new camera item that lets you teleport, dwindling player numbers. But on the flip side, they're also adding new content and improving the game over time. Heck.
Okay, so yeah, like this, Wastelanders. So fall of 2019, so it was probably just a little bit after 2019, probably early 2020 that I had actually gotten the game. So this is definitely all shit that happened before I was even involved with the game or played the game. But god damn, was this not just really, really shitty of Bethesda to do?
No Man's Sky was a surprising comeback. So, maybe Bethesda can do it too. But for now, Todd returns to cryostasis. Hiding in his bunker until the bombs of outrage stop falling. And returning only when it's time
I love Internet Story.
to
He's
get
so
our
good.
hopes up once again.
I have not watched the Internet Historian's video on No Man's Sky. If you want to suggest it, you can go to the video suggestion channel in my Discord. No worries, Darth Bell. You have a good one. Alright, that was a pretty darn good video. Much better than the, whatever piece of shit we watched before.